Not all humans live on solid land. Across the world, unique tribes and communities have chosen water as their home. They've built floating houses, reed islands, stilt villages, and even entire towns that drift with the tides. Today, we'll explore some of the most fascinating water tribes of the world, from Africa to Asia, from the Amazon to the Andes, and uncover how these people not only survive, but thrive on water. Stay tuned till the end, because the last community will absolutely blow your mind. And don't forget to subscribe for more journeys into the most incredible human stories. First, the Tonle Sap floating villages of Cambodia. The Tonle Sap Lake is Southeast Asia's largest freshwater lake, and the families who live here have adapted to its dramatic cycles. During the rainy season, the lake swells up to 5 times its size, swallowing forests and fields. But instead of fleeing, the villagers move with the water. Entire communities live on floating bamboo rafts, homes, schools, shops, and even temples. Their children paddle small wooden boats to class, while fishermen cast nets that supply fish for nearly half of Cambodia's population. Life here is uncertain, but the people of Tonle Sap prove that harmony with the water is possible, even when the land disappears beneath it. Our journey now takes us to West Africa, to the sprawling megacity of Lagos, Nigeria. But just beyond the gleaming skyscrapers lies a world apart. Here, floating on the Lagos Lagoon, is the extraordinary community of Makoko, a city built not on land, but on water. Often called the Venice of Africa, Makoko's origins trace back to the 18th century as a small fishing village. Over generations, it has organically expanded into a sprawling network of wooden shacks raised on sturdy stilts. While official census data is scarce, it's estimated that this vibrant, informal city on water is home to a population now exceeding 100,000 people, a testament to its enduring growth. Here, the canoe is life, the primary mode of transport for everyone. Children learn to paddle with incredible skill, navigating the narrow liquid streets almost before they can walk. The entire community infrastructure, from barbershops to churches, floats alongside homes. At its heart is the floating market, a bustling aquatic bazaar where women trade everything from freshly caught fish to household goods, their voices creating a lively soundtrack for daily life. But Makoko faces immense challenges. The community exists in a precarious state, often overlooked by the government and lacking access to fundamental services like clean water and sanitation. Yet in the face of adversity, an incredible spirit of resilience shines through. This is embodied by the Makoko Floating School, a visionary A-frame structure. Built from local materials, it was designed to be a flood-resistant prototype, providing a safe educational space and serving as a symbol of a community innovating to secure its future. In the heart of Myanmar, nestled within the Shan Hills, lies the vast and serene Inle Lake. This remarkable body of water is the ancestral home of the Inle people. Their name translates to Sons of the Lake, a title that perfectly captures their profound connection to this aquatic world. It's believed their ancestors migrated here centuries ago, developing a unique culture adapted entirely to life on water. Their villages are built on tall wooden stilts above the lake's surface, connected by these watery highways. But what truly makes the Inle unique is their farming. Instead of planting on land, they create floating gardens, known as Kyun Pa. These are meticulously crafted from lake weeds and hyacinth. On these fertile, man-made islands, they cultivate an abundance of produce, supplying markets far beyond the lake's shores. Even their fishing is unlike anywhere else. The Inle are famous for their leg rowing technique. This physically demanding skill, passed down through generations, allows them to navigate through dense reeds while keeping both hands free. With this higher vantage point, they can spot fish in the clear water and skillfully cast their large conical nets. For centuries, the Inle people have shown how ingenuity can transform a lake into farmland, market, and home. Their entire culture is intricately woven with the rhythms of the water, a testament to a harmonious relationship between humanity and a unique ecosystem, a way of life passed down through generations. High in the Andes, at 3,800 meters above sea level, lies Lake Titicaca, the world's highest navigable body of water. This sacred lake, considered the birthplace of the sun in Inca mythology, is home to the Uros people. For centuries they have inhabited this shimmering expanse, not on its shores, but on remarkable floating islands of their own creation. Their entire world is woven from the buoyant totora reeds that grow in the lake's shallows. The construction of an island is a communal effort, layering reeds into dense platforms, often 2 meters thick, strong enough to support their homes. But the plant's utility is astonishing. The tender white base is a source of food. It fuels their cooking fires and is masterfully woven into their iconic balsas, the elegant reed boats essential for fishing and transport across the lake. But this life on the water demands constant vigilance. The islands are not permanent, they are living entities perpetually decaying from their waterlogged base. To counteract the inevitable rot, fresh layers of totora must be added to the surface every few weeks. This cyclical labor is a ritual passed down through generations, ensuring their unique world doesn't dissolve into the lake. This unique way of life originated as a defensive strategy, allowing the pre-Incan Uros to retreat into the lake, escaping more aggressive land-based peoples. Today the threats have changed, but the islands remain a powerful symbol of cultural resilience. They are a living museum where ancient traditions are actively practiced, as families continue to weave their lives quite literally out of reeds. Drifting among the limestone cliffs of Halong Bay are Vietnam's floating fishing villages. Unlike other stilt towns, these villages float freely on rafts, anchored near calm waters. Families live in small, colorful houses with fish farms right beneath their floors. At dawn, fishermen head out to sea, and at dusk, the floating homes light up like a constellation on water. Children learn to swim before they learn to walk, and life revolves around fishing, pearl farming, and trade with passing boats. Though many families have moved to land in recent years, the floating villages remain one of the most picturesque and enduring water communities on Earth. In southern Thailand, the Koh Panyee village rises dramatically from the sea. It was founded over 200 years ago by Muslim fishermen who were forbidden by law to own land. So instead, they built their homes, mosques, and schools on stilts over the water. But perhaps the most famous part of Koh Panyee is its floating football field. Children, inspired by watching the World Cup, built a pitch out of wooden planks. Despite its uneven surface and missing corners, the kids became so skilled that they went on to win tournaments against land-based teams. Koh Panyee isn't just a village, it's a symbol of determination and community spirit. Across the waters of Lake Nokue in Benin lies Ganvie, one of Africa's oldest and largest stilt villages. Founded in the 16th century by the Tofinu people escaping slave raids, Ganvie became a refuge where water served as protection. Today, it is home to more than 20,000 people with schools, markets, and even a floating hospital. The rhythm of Ganvie is guided by the paddle. Every journey, every trade, every visit to a neighbor happens by canoe. For centuries, Ganvie has stood as a floating city of freedom and survival. In northeast India lies Loktak Lake, famous for its floating islands called Phumdis. These are masses of vegetation and soil that drift naturally across the lake. Families build huts on them, creating a surreal world where even the ground moves with the wind. Loktak is also home to the world's only floating national park, where endangered species like the Sangai deer live. For the people here, the Phumdis are both fragile and precious, a reminder that their lives, like their islands, are always in motion. Far from the tropics in the Netherlands, the village of Giethoorn shows a different kind of water living. Nicknamed the Venice of the North, Giethoorn has no roads, only canals and wooden bridges. Locals travel by whisper boats that glide silently through water, preserving the peace of this fairy tale-like town. Unlike survival-driven water tribes, Giethoorn reflects harmony and beauty, proving that humans can live gently and gracefully with water, even in the modern world. In the vast mangroves of the Sundarbans, Families live in villages constantly shaped by tides and storms. Here, life is dangerous. Cyclones strike often, and even Bengal tigers wander close to homes. Yet, people survive by fishing, crab hunting and honey gathering deep in the forest. In this watery maze, courage is part of daily life, and the bond with nature is both beautiful and perilous. On the coast of Hong Kong, the Tai O fishing village preserves a way of life that has lasted centuries. Wooden homes rise on stilts above tidal flats, while bustling seafood markets sell dried fish, shrimp paste and salted delicacies. Though urban skyscrapers loom nearby, Tai O remains a living memory of Hong Kong's fishing heritage, a floating time capsule surrounded by modernity. And finally, the river people of the Amazon. Across Brazil's vast rainforest, families build floating houses that rise and fall with the floods. Children paddle dugout canoes to floating schools, while traders carry bananas, fish, and goods across winding rivers. But life here is also harsh. Floods sweep away homes, disease spreads easily, and survival depends on respecting the river's power. For the Amazonian water tribes, the river is not just their road, it is their lifeline. From the reeds of Peru to the mangroves of the Sundarbans, from the lagoons of Africa to the Amazon's endless rivers, these water tribes remind us of something powerful: that humans can adapt to almost anything, even life without land. Which of these tribes amazed you the most? Tell us in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more journeys into the hidden corners of our planet.